Okay, I think we are live. Pretty sure we're live. Good, excellent. So let me quickly check. Okay, guys, I hope we're live across the groups on Facebook, YouTube. So many people watching. And tonight, here with us is Abdul Mukati, the founder of BacklinkSEO, who is back with us to solve a problem that a lot of us talk about. So one thing that you already know is that BacklinkSEO does a lot of things with backlinks, right? Research, and then there's campaigns and all that stuff. And then we talk about the nature of the campaigns that the system does, or actually a form of cold emailing. So then we say, okay, if people are asking for a cold emailing solution, why not extend that and let them do their own cold emailing thing? So yes, so welcome to the program, Abdul. Talk to us about how this works out and how this is gonna work out for cold emailing.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Well, really happy to be back on here. And I think definitely, I think just how you summarized it, people want to upload their own list. They do better prospecting. They're like, hey, we're experts in prospecting. We have our own list. We want to reach out to a select group of customers, make it happen. And here it is. It's happened. And I think it's going to blow your mind. So, I mean, we could go right into it. We could dive, I guess. I want to just make this strictly about cold emailing, show you guys the list management. Right. It's really, of course, in its early stages, but it's still very, very powerful right now. And it's just going to get better and better as days goes on.
Do you want me to bring your screen up?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. There we go.
Awesome.
That's your screen. Okay.
All right. So I think before we get into it, we only have four days left. And that's it. So Friday, and Friday where the deal is going to be done.
So yes, 4 days left. Yeah, about 4 days left. Exactly.
About
okay.
4 days. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, 4 days, couple hours. So, but let's get right into it.
How does cold emailing work within the system? How does it work?
Awesome. So you'd go back straight into your campaigns because it's a part of a campaign, right?
Right.
But you'll notice something different. We have something now called, instead of contacts, which we're auto-saving your contacts, we have contact lists. What does that mean, Abdul? This means you can now manage lists within BacklinkSEO. So if you run a normal outreach campaign, which is not a cold emailing campaign, and you find emails and things, it will still save it as a brand new list. However, if you want to create your own list, you can very easily do that. You can say test list. So test list for webinar.
Right.
And there you go. My list is created. This is an empty list, right? Mm-hmm. I can now go in and bring in my contacts. I can copy paste them, or I can upload a file. For this one, I'm just going to go ahead. I have a CSV already created. Here's my emails. There's a reason why I didn't put all the other columns in, because I want to show you something. I could have uploaded with everything, but here it is. I could just go in and say, Abdul, Kadi. You see? I can use this as a CRM. I'm just saying that.
Oh, that's amazing. So it can actually store all your information. Even you can edit and add that all the information. That's amazing. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good feature.
It's really cool. So, I mean, that's something to think about, right
there. Upload also, it does too, right? Rather than manually typing, I can upload.
Yeah, it will upload all the rows as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So what you could do is you could make one row, export it, and you'd have the structure you need to fill it out and upload it throughout.
Excellent.
So here you have your full list. You can go, of course, and do the simple things, like delete contacts and things like that, and you can manage them. But now once you've created a list, you say, Abdul, now how do I create a cold email, right? I want to send out cold emails. Very easy. Create a campaign. You'll notice there's multiple new campaigns. However, just for the start, let's touch cold emails.
Yeah.
Send cold emails.
Is that the new feature? Did you just did it go live today?
Yeah, I think so. Like less than 24 hours it's been there. Okay. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
Cold emails. And then right here, you're going to ask, why do I need a link? You don't need a link. I've added it in case you want to add custom variables. So that's the idea. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put in the name, cold email.
So can we do without the link? I don't need to do the link. So
yeah, but you for right now, you could put something in there. That way, this information, you can still use specific fields. What we're going to do in the future, we're going to make it optional to put use the link or not. Right now, you can even put in Google if you wanted to.
Okay.
But so it gets you here, cold emailing. Now, what is this? Hey, you can choose your list. Remember, we created this list right now?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I get my contacts from my list, and it will populate those contacts in.
Ah.
There you go. And now I can run this as a normal campaign. I can go and say, okay, what is my sequence? There you go. What are my emails? And I can create specific emails just for, my cold emails. So the idea would be you would go into your templates and create a template just for your cold emails. You can use that template here. And there you go. It's like you come in, connect your SMTP, and you're ready to go. It's that quick.
Wow. That was very fast.
And
so,
of course, my account is fully stacked.
Right.
So I have an insane amount of campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
I have 100.
Right.
But you could do, like, if you had 4X agency, you'd have 100. But with 25 campaigns on agency, that's right. 25 SMTPs or 25 Google G Suites I'm connecting. And that's a really, really, really powerful tool right there, It's like 25 LEM lists. Excellent. Or in 4X agency, that's 100 of them,
Okay, so if you go back into the plan, so Solo, do they get campaigns? There's no campaigns on Solo?
So yeah, Solo does not have campaigns. So Solo plan does not have campaigns.
So that means they can't use that feature?
No.
Okay, so if the startup plan has how many campaigns?
Five campaigns.
So that means they can connect 5 different SMTP accounts, 5 different emails, and send emails using those. Okay, perfect. 5. And how many times can someone send an email? This is another question that's
So your email send is unlimited. So here's another cool thing is if you notice there's 5 outreach campaigns on demand, it's no longer monthly. So now it's on demand, which means if you create 5 campaigns, each list will house 500 emails. Okay, that's the maximum in a list. So say you have 2,500 emails now and you created them for today. You had no follow-ups. You just wanted to send out a blast. You sent out 2,500 emails. You can delete all 5 and right there again, create another 5 campaigns. Use 5 different lists. Perfect. Send those, delete those, start. Keep on going. It's up to you. It's unlimited send.
What if someone doesn't want to delete and they want to keep? So what happens in that case?
In that case, your total account limit is 5.
Okay.
So for you to open up the limit, you would have to delete for you to open up the limit amount.
Okay. Yeah. So the campaign is definitely, okay, there's 5. And so for business, they get 10?
They get 10.
But it gets doubled. So that is about what? $120 more, right? That's $280.
But think of it comparatively. I like to think of this comparatively, right? You're getting all the SEO backlink SEO features. You're getting cold emails is just like an added bonus here now.
Added bonus right now, exactly.
Yeah. It's like imagine paying $49 for one code for one SMTP to connect to send emails.
Right.
And you're getting 10 of those. So that's $500 of value just in cold emails alone, let alone all the other backlink opportunities and, all the other features we have for backlink monitoring and things like that. That's just trying to put that in perspective, I would say.
Exactly. So, and questions are coming. People are asking the question. So it's saying, somebody said, what a deal, bro. Damn, each time I see a new video, I see a new stuff, added or explained to the deal, no brainer. Exactly. So George Alberto Reverend says that. And he likes that. So the thing I want to make sure that you can do that same as Lemlist. That's the question this guy is asking. And so Lemlist, basically, if you know, it does a little bit more features than exactly what's available right now, what you went through. And it has, of course, I see everything in there. You have the pre-written emails are there, right? The sequences are there. You can create one you can connect your own Gmail, right?
Yep, that's correct.
With Lemlist, you can only connect one Gmail per account. So
per account, yeah. Unless you have a higher plan, yeah.
But with Backlink SEO, if you have the startup plan, you get 5 emails to connect. So you can send from 5 different emails, right?
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be only Gmail, it could be SMTP, which is an amazing feature.
Right here. Yeah.
Now you are responsible for your own deliverability, right?
Yes, 100%.
You can send from any SMTP, it doesn't matter. So what happens is that if you're sending it from here, it does yeah, the reputation, the ability to, that becomes your responsibility. That's your stuff.
Correct.
So that's
And I see another question that says, so does one SMTP have unlimited email sending and unlimited campaigns? So the accounts are campaign limited, right? But the sending is unlimited. You can send unlimited emails. Each
yes.
account, in theory, you could send unlimited. You could have unlimited campaigns if you used 5 and then deleted them and kept on doing it. So there's no limit on how many times you can reuse a campaign. It's like this free usable coupon that you have on for life.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you can send the same. You can send so many emails, even as many times as possible, using the campaign. Yes, that makes
100%.
sense. Because, for example, Lemlist can have unlimited campaigns and unlimited emails. Is this the same? Definitely.
Yeah. So Lemlist has unlimited emails. Yes, unlimited campaigns, but you have to understand you're limited from only sending from one email. So unlimited campaigns doesn't make any sense, even if you have it, because you can only send from one email, and one email is usually capped. If you're using G Suite, you're capped at what, 1,200 emails a day?
Yeah.
In this case, you're not, right? Because you have, if you're on startup, you have 5. On business, you have 10. On agency, you have 25. So
right.
Your ability to send actually increases exponentially almost.
So, for example, if I was to send, I think with Lemlist, I think the limit was 500 emails a day.
There you go. 500 emails a day. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they had. I'm not sure if they changed that. And even if they change, it wouldn't be more than 750 emails a day. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, I think there's still a limit.
That's why you have to stack in order to unlock the additional sending. So if you have 5 emails, you could send 500 technically on BacklinkSEO, which is 2,500 emails a day compared to Lemlist, right?
Yeah. So actually, you could send more, because think of it this way: if you're using G Suite, actually, if you're using Amazon SES, let's put that out there. Yeah. And I have Amazon SES, and I have 60,000 emails I want to send from my one account. You could connect that and send 60,000 emails.
That's right.
Nobody's stopping you.
That's right.
That's the thing you have to think about.
That's right.
There's a lot more potential than meets the eye.
Yes. So Amazon SES is like what, 10? It lets you send up to 10,000. Is it 10,000?
I think it starts with 10,000. You can unlock it to get to 60,000 per day, and I think that comes out to $10. So like it's an unbelievable deal in sending. I mean, but you of course you have to be managing your own reputation and things like that. So the question is, hey Abdul, if I'm using Amazon SES, if I'm using SendGrid, if I'm using these things, what are you going to do for me to help me manage my reputation, right? So we're going to have email warming, but it's going to be tiered into 3 different categories. It's going to be called Ramp Up. There's going to be a feature called Ramp Up, and that feature means that we are going to slowly every day send emails from your account to your list, slowly till your email warms up and ramps up. The second is staggered. And staggered is we're gonna try to mimic natural email sending by having randomized intervals in the middle when you're sending. So these features will be built into every campaign. So you can choose, hey, I want to warm it up, and I also want to have staggered in each campaign. These features start from the startup plan. Okay? So startup plan will have both staggered and it will have ramp up. There is another feature called group warm up. The idea of group warm up is that emails are shared across accounts, and there's actions that are done to increase deliverability. Now, this will be on a lower limit on business plans, and a higher limit on agency, and then much higher limits on agency 4x and 2x.
Okay, so now people can warm their domains.
Correct.
And that's going to be a feature within BacklinkSEO.
100%.
Is it on the roadmap, or when is it?
Yeah. So there's 2 ways that this can be built out. So here's what I know for 100%. Right. The 2 aspects of warm up, which is staggered and which is ramp up, will be built into BacklinkSEO. Okay.
Right.
Now, when it comes to group warm ups, this could be a tool that's built on the side, but whoever buys gets access to it, and it's an API that gets connected to BacklinkSEO. Okay, because group warm ups is much more in depth and much more sophisticated to build in just in here. So, but I want to know, I want people to know that if they've bought it, if they bought business and above, they're getting access to it. But that's still on the idea phase right now. So I want to promise staggered emails and ramp up emails in part of the email warm up arena. But when it comes to group emails, we're looking at about December to launch that. So because it's kind of a much bigger project, I would say.
Yeah, I see this tool going crazy because you're building so many things into it.
Yeah.
And it's just evolving every day. It's completely different tool than I had access to it like for the past, I don't know, 3 months now.
Yeah, probably 3 months.
It was completely different when I first saw it. Like,
that's true, man.
Are you sure? This is like, funny. So somebody's asking, Abdul, I want to ask that what will be delivery rate, or we need to do some part on our end. So he's talking about deliverability. What is it going to be like? Right now, one of the things that people love Lemlist for is it has higher deliverability rate. It's very interesting. And they let you know who opened. Of course, BacklinkSEO does that, who opted out, who opted in, all these different things. So what about BacklinkSEO with deliverability? How is it going to work?
Yeah, so I think that's where those two features from warm-up come in. And the thing that helps Lemlist and other people sending emails is just that. The ramping up email phase and staggered emails, the natural sending of emails is actually what helps them keep a high deliverability and keep an eye on their deliverability rate. So you're still, of course, responsible. Regardless of what tool you use, ours or any competitors, you're still responsible for your deliverability. But we're going to do everything we can to help you reach the inbox, right? There's nobody that can promise that, but of course our goal is to help you. And I created a brand new account, of course, when I did this in my previous, when I ran a campaign in my previous the webinar, and right away we saw like a lot of people opened it, a lot of people clicked. Not a lot of people clicked, but a lot of people opened.
Right.
So, I mean, there's.
If I was to ask you a question about this, and so if somebody says, when you're sending with Lemlist, you can actually set how many minutes apart is each email sent. Do we have that on Backlink?
That's going to be called staggered. Remember, I just mentioned the staggered emails.
Yes,
that's the feature we're adding. That's exactly the feature we're adding. You're going to be able to say between how many emails do I want a random interval? Do I want a set interval? And we'll build that in.
Oh, okay. So that's the feature that you're talking about. Yeah. Which other one were you talking about? The
ramp up. Yeah. Ramp up is like, for example, if I have a brand new G Suite account, I don't want to send 500 emails today, right? I want to send maybe 10 today, 15 tomorrow, 20 the next day, 25 the day after, 30, and I want to ramp up. And me ramping up is more natural than me right away sending 500 emails, which looks like spam. So that's the idea of ramp up.
So the domain warming thing, those are two different things. That's a different feature. That's a different tool altogether, right?
Yeah, so group warming is a totally different feature, totally different tool. Group warming is a part of warm up. It allows you to, between users, send emails between users and have positive action. So move things to inbox, mark as not spam, things like that.
Do you know how domain warming works with Lemlist?
Yeah, this is exactly it, like I'm explaining it. Okay.
The way they have it, though, is not members.
It's automated. It's automated system.
It's an automated system that they I don't know, you just opt into them and then it keeps sending back.
But it is between members.
It's between members?
Between users. That's how it works.
Oh, so they automate the process.
Of course.
That's very interesting.
Why would they not? They have thousands of people using your system. It's very easy. If you've opted into warm up and somebody else has opted into warm up, you can easily send each other emails.
No, I actually don't think so. You know why I think so? It's different because the same senders with the same names were coming and sending to each and every single domain that I used. So I think they're using an automated tool.
They probably also have a set of their own managed IP reputation, and this is the reason why, because there's so many intricacies between this process that this needs to be a separate entity. You see, like it's kind of complex, regardless of which way we go between members, between already reputed IP addresses, things like that.
What kind of email are you going to send from? So they will have some template and automatically send.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to be a violation of some privacy laws, no?
No, if you're opting in to say, I want to receive emails for this, and that's what you're doing in Lemlist.
Right.
You're opting into this, and because it's benefiting you also. you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, somebody saying Milan Panchal is asking also, suppose I want to start cold emailing from the day when I buy the deal. So what thing I should keep in mind to get higher delivery rate? Like, as you said, you don't have that time interval right now. So
Yeah.
that's what that they're saying, that if somebody wants to use this feature tomorrow,
Yeah, you
how to
can.
make sure that the emails are not sent in one shot, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, they are going to be sent in one shot. Deliverability has many facets to it. It doesn't just mean how staggered they are. It also makes a difference on your content of your email. Believe it or not, your subject line, it has a big impact on deliverability. If it's going to go inbox, if you're going to put spammy things in there like free iPad in your subject line, I'm pretty sure it's going to hit spam no matter what your deliverability score is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not, but most likely the idea is don't send out spammy looking emails, right? Genuine looking emails. That's why we have templates to help you personalize it. And that will actually help you for right now while we build in other features.
Excellent. So I don't see any other questions.
So this video is on how to do backlink campaign was from the site. Very good and thorough. Okay. I guess Peter mentioned
that's somebody being very helpful there.
Oh yeah, thanks, Peter.
Yeah, excellent. So now we're saying the ability to schedule the sending, that's going to come later. What do you have an ETA for that? A deadline, a timeline?
Yeah. So we run on a 2-week sprint cycle, right? So
Right.
every 2 weeks, a lot of these features that we just talked about, we're looking at probably 2 weeks from now, or more likely than the next 2 weeks. So we're looking at the 3rd week of September or the 4th week of September at the very latest.
Right. So I'm thinking to put cream landing pages to send them from cold to hot. So that's what he's saying. He's trying to redirect them to opt in into cream landing page, and it automatically does the verification and also does the, of course, confirmation, right? Cream is very interesting. They have this feature where you send somebody a link, like a download link, and as they try to download that link, it also actually verifies, it opts them in. Basically, it's like a double opt-in, but because they're clicking on a link, like a Dropbox link, that also actually, their backend makes sure it verifies the email. Very interesting concept. I haven't even seen.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. So that's a good idea. We still have direct verify B integration. That's somebody's asking that question.
Yeah, I think we touched on that last time. I told you this is very big in contemplation mode.
Right.
So this is more geared toward yes than no. So I mean, I'm going to keep it as that still till everything's
okay.
Done.
So that means the cold emailing list will also be included then.
That's probably not, because here's the reason why. If you're gonna be uploading, if you're gonna have 50,000 emails up here and you're gonna start verifying them, I'm not gonna be footing the bill, right? That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth of it. So like, people are gonna abuse it. People are gonna abuse it without a doubt. So if it's integrated, it's gonna be a limit, right? And those limits will be based on the plans you're in.
Okay, that's a good idea. And so that means, if somebody is actually uploading the list, they could verify. They might as well verify it outside the system.
Yeah.
I'm doing it then. But if it's something that's being scraped, then definitely, of course, that needed some verification on the system. Yeah. That's fair point. We still have direct verify B integration. It's coming. We talk about that, and of course, the details will come later. Have any plans for exclusive verify B limit? What is LTD?
LTD offer for agency buyers. So you want to buy a Verify B LTD if you're an agency
I think that's
user.
what it comes to. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I've been asked this, I think, a few times now.
Yeah. So, that's a good question. Are we gonna have Verify B lifetime deal again coming back?
I don't see why not. Right? There's way too many people to ask for it. If it is, it's going to be very short. It's going to be very snappy, and probably, it's probably going to be a little bit of an uptick on pricing from previously. So there might be slight changes to it, but nothing too crazy, and they'll probably be very limited. So
Right.
just FYI, what's going to happen is if I say, hey, no, yes, agency buyers are going to get this exclusive whatever, that kind of is going to create another divide, and everybody's, I'll be loved and hated, and I don't know which one I can live with.
Okay. Yeah, so Milan is set on that. He's saying, why not you include Verify B in the platform? Like people get 2.5K credits a month for this, charge extra, one-time fee. That's what he's saying.
I like that idea. Don't get me wrong. I actually do. And that's a brilliant idea. I think that helps both sides, people that want the LTD and the people that want it. So here's what happens in that case. In that case, we would set up an integration with this. You'd put in your Verify B API key here. You'd be able to purchase a Verify B LTD, one-time cost, and everything runs brilliantly. I actually like this idea a lot. So,
yeah, the email verification thing is there. Okay, good. I think without the proper user journey, the software will not deliver the desired result. That customer journey plan is dependent on the business model of the user. The software can't help with that. So, yeah, I think that's more like a suggestion. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was probably Jason's response to another user's question, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah.
So depending on use case, depending on, I think without a proper user journey, the software will not deliver desired results. Yeah, software is a tool, right? A software is a tool. How you use the tool depends on your use case, your ability, and in certain limits, the tool's limitations, but as well as your ability to actually utilize the tool to its strengths. And if you have an objective in mind and use case in mind, and I think you will find that more than what we've described, you're able to do a lot more. Right. I think I showed this last time. Yeah. I will try to show it again. We have a go all custom option. Okay. If you understand Google queries, if you understand how to search things, this is a great way to do that. Use that option. You're able to go well above and beyond. Right. Just these, offers and roundups and tools and reviews and things like that. You're able to find directories. You're able to find more, a lot more. But as we're on this topic, I want to touch two more things. Find guest post opportunities. All right. So I think there's two ways that we're going to have guest post opportunities. One is this way. Mm-hmm. One is the exact way you see right now, which is, finding a guest post in let's say finance, or let's just say SEO. Right, there you go. Right for us. All these guest post opportunities come up. So these are all right for us. So they want you. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So they want you to submit a guest post, or write for them and write an article for them. And you put in a keyword, and you can find all types of websites that will accept guest posts. Can you put education there? Oh yeah, I just redid this. So I don't want to mess with it. Okay, let's go back. Let's create another one. Find guest posts. Mm-hmm. Let's just use this site for right now because it's easier to just do. What are we looking for? Education, right? I love education. So, you're thinking, what are the websites that are education related, but they also accept guest posts? Guest posts. So exactly. There you go. Right for us. Through education. Yes. There you go. NC to ENL, College 8. There you go, man. Better Lesson. Wow. Social emotional learning, admission, blog, education HQ, innovative H. So the idea here, guys, and I'm gonna actually stress that one, is that you find all these websites that automatically got pulled from the system. They're looking for people to write on their blog. So you write a post, you write an article, you send it to them, and they publish on their website. So what do you benefit from this? You get the publicity by talking about your business, what you do, and you get a backlink, basically a link of your website on their website, right? So when people read about their stuff, they click on you and your name and your picture and everything, and then they can come back to you. So the idea of backlinks basically is having your website and your information spread across the internet with the information sitting on somebody else's website. Does that make sense? Am I explaining something properly? Yeah. That's me being a teacher there, right? Yeah, I mean the potential is limitless here. Honestly,
Huge. Yeah,
that's huge.
I didn't know actually. I didn't know today. I was actually talking about these things. You know how guest post and all that, playing with it, and then I went into. Let me actually do this, and I think I can share my screen quickly.
So the question is, can we create custom campaigns where we add our own list of
Yes.
right for us websites? So here's the funny thing, right? So if you said you already have a list of right for us websites, I would
Right.
actually use the skyscraper campaign to right because I can use this and I can just put in all the URLs right here. So if I put in all the URLs here, I would easily be able. It would automatically go find their emails and it will run that part. Or I can upload them in CSV in a single column. So you could use it that way.
That's the question. Yes. Okay. Another question that's coming up is it possible? This is another one. Amit is asking this question. Is it possible to find sites on country basis?
Yeah, so this is something that's upcoming. We're going to stagger it out and slowly build that up. So right now I want to focus on English, get everything perfect, and then move to adding specific countries after that.
Right. So another question is coming up from here. It's asking any plans of adding a canvas for campaigning so that users can visually plan out their user journey strategy, like something like market plan canvas integrated.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not something like that, but something like this. What I'm showing on the screen. So you have an action, send an email, or wait, and you have an email template that it gets utilized, and then you have multiple actions after that. What we will be doing is so you can still visualize your journey here, instead of like wait. So the current only variable that we have is wait and wait in minutes. We're going to be adding opens and clicks.
Right.
So this would be your canvas in visualizing your journey on what email, follow-up email, and then we'll be building on this variation here.
Okay, excellent. So another thing is I'm going to come to the next question here. Actually, somebody's asking another question here. So they're saying, make sure you decide about Verify B lifetime deal before this deal ends. That will give really extra edge to people. Jump offer some credit to agency buyer that will push people to buy agency. Just a suggestion, and you really are good to go. Something like that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think I like Mon's suggestion a lot. I like the fact that if you forget just being agency, if you are any holder of backlink SEO of any plan and you want Verify B, but you want it because of integration in here, I think we can do something where we sell Verify B LTD. We have an integration set up here. You connect your API and you verify your list. I like that idea a lot. I think without me saying that, hey, I'm going to think about it, I think we are going to do this. That's confirmed. So clarification here. You will still have to buy a Verify B LTD to connect it. That's the clarification I want to. That's here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to open it up for you to buy that, and it's going to be like not the early bird price, but the normal pricing. So I'm not even going to hike up the price. Think of it that way now, even better.
Perfect.
So I guess that's the best I can do. I think it saves both sides, and it helps both sides for sustainability too.
Okay, excellent. So another question, and I don't know if you're ready with this one. This is going to be some random question I'm going to bring up. Is last time you talked about having planning a new UI, like a new UI, right? The user interface. Do you want to show how it looks like?
Very, very. I gotta here. Do this. Let's hide my screen, and I'll bring it back up.
Okay, let me hide your screen. Okay, I'm gonna do that quickly. It's gone. That's you there. Okay. Yeah, because the user interface, the design, I think things are changing up. So we're gonna look into that, how it looks, and hopefully it looks really good.
So while we're doing this, let me answer another few questions. What else do we have coming?
The other question is what if we already have the lifetime deal?
So that's fine. You don't have to buy anything. You just have to plug in your API key. We need to integrate this, right? So you plug in your API key and voila, you're good to go.
Boom, API, good. Can you do fallback text for merge tags?
Yeah, okay, I'll add that. Can you add it to the suggestion, please? Can you go to the footer, roadmap, suggestions, and please add that there? That way I will have the team do it.
Yeah, so if you go to the roadmap, please add that. That's good. And can we stack our Verify B to the new LTD offer? So if you bring any offer for Verify B, for those of people who are investing in this deal right now, can they stack?
Yeah, but remember, there's going to be limits. I'm not gonna offer up the Verify B agency accounts or the 1 million or the 500,000 or things like that. Just remember that. I don't think it's viable for me as a business to do that anymore because of how far we've progressed business wise. So what we will be doing is we'll have probably up to 5,000 maybe, and I don't know yet, but me and Mohammed will talk about it. We'll talk about what we should offer, what we can offer, what's feasible for us, and then we can go from there, But you'll be able to stack. So if you have a 2,500, you buy another 2,500 and you get 5,000, So we can do that.
Okay, so yes, so that's the good, that's the answer. So Milan says you should launch that as soon as possible and decide. You're really, Jem, I mean you both. Okay.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you, Milan. Excellent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's a good point. So maybe that's something you want to, make an announcement on. People who are right now stacking the deal or getting the agent's license and all these different plans, if they will have the option to actually get a way to get to buy a lifetime deal for Verify B, because a lot of people missed it. The first time, people didn't even know what it does, right? It takes time. But now that there's been so many deals, Verify B came, which other one came? TrueMail came, Payout came, so many different deals. And finally, Verify B is one of those strong ones, right? I got to say that I'm impressed how responsive Abdul is to user requests. Yes, Jason Abdi says that.
Thank you so much. So I believe in a user-centric approach for business, not a competitor-centric. So that's one of my biggest things. So people keep on asking me, make a comparison for this, make a comparison of this. I really don't care. I don't care what the other tools are doing. I care what my users want. And I try to do that. What makes sense with me for my users and for my business together. So I could care less what the world is doing, So so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that.
Excellent. Yeah, guys, if you have any question, go ahead and do it. Let me see here. Another. I think that's a comment saying Abdul is handing personal questions also. That's why I'm much impressed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the good news here, guys, is that if you are working with Digital Think, we'll make sure you have the founders coming here answering the questions all the time, as long as they're willing to do that. And we have the same time zone. Sorry. That's the only reason why we are available, both of us, all at the same time.
Yeah, because we're both same time zone.
All at the same time zone. We're all both
we can show the design if you like, I think
okay, you ready? Okay.
Yeah,
show the screen. There we
awesome.
go.
So, I mean, this still work in progress, right, guys? Still there, but this gives you an idea of the new backlink SEO that's upcoming, right? So this is just an idea for you. If you all see things that they are not in the tool yet, don't say anything. It's good that you're smart and you can see them. There's a lot of things in here that are features, they're new additions, they're upgrades already built into this design set, So I mean, I'm just going through these very quickly. We're combining things, we're making them more easy to go through. These are your campaigns and sequences, your top pages, your landing pages, your keywords, like you see your rank, page rank over time. I know people are probably going to ask me about this, so these are things that are coming to the tool. Right now, there is something that's not on the roadmap, that is not on this design set yet. And it's like one of those things like cold emails. And It's something that I use a lot that I want to share with you guys. It's not designed yet. I'm still working on the feature set. And I will, let me show you. So it's something called Post Tracker, Guest Post Tracker. Okay.
Right.
I create a Guest Post Tracker, and then I go and say, what are my keyword? So my keyword is SEO. My title is how to perform SEO. How many words do I want? 200 words. Now I can give this to my VA, right? Or my writers. So of course, and our blog writers, we'll give it to them, and they'll have like expected words So this is actual words. So I could say I want this article to be 2,000 words, and I can say to do. What's the backlink status inactive? Who's my writer? I can write the writer's name. When do I want it delivered? I don't know, next day. So this is a way for me to track my content pipeline and my guest post pipeline.
Is this part of? I didn't see this feature. Where is it?
It's not. So it's not. It's going to come.
Okay. It's not yet there.
And there's another feature that you see here called linking opportunities. This is also coming. So these are two features. I'm showing you just right now, whoever's on this webinar and whoever sees.
Excellent. So this is what we see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
This is for the VA automatically. So how do they access? How do they see this information?
It'll be under tools. It'll be an option under tools. They'll be able to see.
So if you add them to the team, then they should be able to go every day there, write the post for you, and then have it posted, make it ready.
Yeah. So so you can put in all the keywords. You can see what titles. And then you can say, and they can come and say, oh, the actual words was 1950. Status is done, or, doing or done. Backlink status is inactive. We'll add another status column, like outreach campaign is sent, where the writer was. That way they can come back and update. And you can see how many of them, if you did the write for us campaign types, you can write the blogs here. You can track them.
Where is the post itself? Whatever what they wrote, how do I see that?
So that you write on your own, right? So you could write on Google Docs, you could write wherever.
Let's say my VA finished the work. Where do they post that? This is now very interesting.
Yeah, so they would say it's done. So you'd come here and say it, and we would add another column for link.
The link of the post.
They can link up the post, which could be a Google Doc link.
Exactly. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good idea to have it, so I can go and review it and then say done on my end as well. Okay, perfect. And that's really good feature. The other question that somebody was saying, what is it about anchor domains? Somebody was saying you don't show that? Anchor text? Oh, no. So you're saying you don't show referring domains, and that's what kept them from not buying the deal. What's that?
Yeah, so you got to think about it. So I don't show referring domains. Why? Because it's a very, very cost-heavy option, right? So you're asking me, and you're saying, hey, why isn't there backlink data? That's kind of what you're asking. And there is backlink data. It's backlink data that my team is scraping right now. And we're building our own scrapers to build this. So I can't provide you Ahrefs data for $149 for life, right? Doesn't make sense. And I can't provide you backlink data for lifetime at this rate because I don't have my own data yet. The goal is over the next year to gain that data so I can provide it to you. So you said you are not going to buy it today. That's totally fine. And I respect your decision. But I want to reiterate one thing. What we offer people today, this deal is never going to be this good ever again.
Right.
If we come back even on LTD, you won't get all these features.
Yeah.
That's 100%. So I think it's the people that are believing in us today so that 2 years down the line, when we are competitive in that area, they have access to it and nobody else does. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, excellent. Fair enough. So we were saying some of the features that you find on, in other tools that do the same thing, like Ahrefs, is really expensive. The monthly price for that is crazy. And so that's why they can provide some of that data. And so that makes some sense. Okay. So that's very clear. Now, the question that somebody's asking here is, who are the top 3 competitors of BacklinkSEO? Lemlist would be one of them.
It's very debatable, right? Because we're doing multiple things in one.
Right.
We are doing so much in one that it makes it it's really hard to define our competitors, right? And like I said before, my goal has always been with any business, anything. You see it Verify B, you'll see it here. Is I look at my core audience that I go after first, right? Which is right now, and the start was people who are interested in backlink monitoring. We added a tag on, which was people who are interested in outreach campaigns. We added another subgroup, which was people who are interested in cold emails. Tomorrow, we might add a subgroup that's interested people in keywords. I don't know, right? I'm just giving you suggestions. I go by the user subgroups in their suggestions and build my product based on that. Do I do market research? Of course I do. So there are competitors out there, but I don't think that's going to be a discussion that I would actually have on the live. So I hope that's fair enough, Peter.
Okay, good. So there's a few more questions coming up. And George is asking, Abdul, I recommend you to put the payment split option available automatically. That will make things easier, and a ton of people will upgrade to 2x and 4x. So yeah, that's a
very good suggestion.
Very good suggestion. Why is it not automatic?
Yeah, so I think that's definitely something I'll do for 2x and 4x.
Yeah, if you do automated, actually, that's what ThriveCard's supposed to do. Is that part, right?
So that's something definitely I'll add right after this webinar.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, George, you hear that? It's automated, so the process will take care of itself. Now, somebody else didn't give permission for their name here. Facebook user, I hope that I knew who they are. So what they're saying, will there be an expanded API for the new email system? Create, rename, delete list, remove emails from the list. They want to know this information.
Yeah, there will be, but it won't be right now, right? So it will take some time for us to get there, but definitely.
Okay.
So you'll be able to manage your list via API for sure.
Okay, cool. And another question is that there's a lot of questions coming up. Here we go. So say, Abdul, make sure at least to offer 10K for Verify B, lifetime deal. 5,000 is somehow
too less. It's too less.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, definitely. Like I said, I'm definitely open to considering that for sure.
Okay, excellent.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
So this is the question. What is the lead generation that's coming?
Very, very, very good question. So let me first shut this thing down. So lead generation is into, I think we can probably hide my screen still. So lead generation is not in here yet, but here's the idea behind it. And that is to allow agency owners the ability to create a lead gen form and add it to their website and capture leads through it. But you'll ask, what is that lead gen form for, right? Is it just any old form? No. You'll be able to do two things with it. Users will be able to pull a backlink report from it. So if their domain is in our system, we'll be able to pull a backlink report. So what it will look like. And the second thing you'll be able to do is we will have on-page audits. So that's a feature that's coming up. And you'll be able to request, so your visitors will be able to request a page audit. And that page audit, the leads will come in. You'll be able to then upsell them for SEO services or any other service that you have. We will make the lead gen form as customizable, so you can use it outside of these use cases as well. But those will be the two main use cases for the lead gen form.
Good. That's a very good point. And so is this a question? Is a Verify B will be an add-on on price?
Yeah.
Is that your question? Yeah. Okay, so that's fair. But you get back the lifetime deal, so it's not going to be a monthly deal. Good. Looks like we have been going through all the questions, right?
I know, man. There's just more and more. Yeah. So also there's something about rank tracking. I see that question.
Yeah. Also, was there something said about rank tracking? Yeah.
So there's two different types of rank tracking, right? There's one active rank tracking, which means you add in a keyword and say, where am I ranking today? Versus rank tracking that's built in from Google, and it says, here's what my page rank was over time. The Google one is what we're going to be doing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Excellent. Any other questions? Let me see here. Lots of questions coming through, man. Yeah, so it looks like our chat feature for the questions is
working. It's working this time, right?
And we're live across multiple groups, actually. And
awesome.
So there's so many people. Every group, there is like 8-10 people watching, 5, 6, 7, all over the place. So I think we're also live on YouTube. So.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the good news about Restream, doing all the distribution from one central place. I love it. They've been doing a lot of things now, crazy things.
Yeah, I heard they just raised a funding round. That's fantastic.
Okay, so Max, this is another question that came. Do we need to get our own Majestic SEO API to use the SEO metrics?
No. That's what we're providing you up to a limit. So the limit is your backlink amount limit is what we're providing you.
Excellent. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to say something that You don't even know that I'm going to say this. But 2 days ago, actually, we remember how we sent a live cold email campaign on the system? And Abdul has been getting a lot of responses to that. And he showed and he shared that with me. And one of the responses was the person took a look at the tool, I think, right? In the back end.
Yep.
They saw how everything was working fine. And they are coming from a big company. I'm not going to say their name. And what they're asking for Abdul is if they could actually use the data, the back end of BacklinkSEO, and they are offering a deal to actually become a reseller for it. And that, you didn't know I was going to say this, but
yeah.
But I didn't say the name, so I'm not going to.
Good. No names.
I'm not going to go there. But it's such a, so that's how I knew the value. I'm using the system exactly, of course. But when we were going through his emails, I saw like, what? You're getting an email from these guys? What's going on?
We send it to them. We send it to them on the live.
Exactly.
So if anybody wants to try to figure it out, go back to our previous live and see who I sent emails to.
Exactly.
It's one of the big companies in that list.
One of the big companies came back and asked him for the backend data that's powering BacklinkSEO, and they are willing to pay for it. That's amazing. That's like crazy, man. That's like, yeah. A lot of them, they already know what company it is, but we're not going to say which one it is. So this is the gift that keeps. I'm going to put this one, but it's too big for the screen. You can read it. Go ahead, read that.
So yeah, this is the gift that keeps giving. Mind blown over the current offering and what to expect in the future. Abdul, thank you for the amazing software and customer care. Muhammad, thank you for bringing this deal, introducing us to Abdul. The fact that Abdul is customer focused rather than competitor focused makes this deal one that you don't want to miss. So thank you so much. The tool is not letting me see your name, but thank you. Really appreciate the comment. Seriously, it means a lot. It really does. And so everybody, guys, thank you so much for your support so far. Really, it means everything to me. It means the world to our team. It means everything to me as well. So really appreciate you guys. Seriously.
Amazing. Yeah, good to have you. Yeah, definitely. We like to support founders who are responsive, who are among us, right?
Yeah.
Who understand and who are not vindictive, try to create problems, And the other day, there was this case of one of the members of a group where their account that they bought for one of the tools, I'm not going to say which one, and it got shut down because somebody else was, they were trying to sell it to someone, and that person asked for an email change. So, and see, if you're a founder, you should be bigger than all of these things, right? If you're somebody promoting a deal like I am, I shouldn't be like, spying on people, trying to see who's doing what with it. I think they want to buy an agency license for this. Let's do group buys. If that's how they want to do it, let them do it. That's fine. Part of the deal. That's part of the business. So the idea that people are being, abused, their accounts being shut down for no reason, right? Sometimes not being even refunded because they're saying they violated the terms. They have their money and they can do whatever they want. This is not the kind of founder we want.
Definitely, I agree with you. So let me. I'm going to touch on this because I think there's another side to this too. There's a side that, so if somebody is being rude to my team, right? If you're rude to me, if you're rude to my team, I'm going to refund you your money and I'm going to shut down the account. Don't be rude to me. Don't be rude to my team. However, nothing's happened yet.
Right.
Every single person has been more than nice. So I put this rule in, and nobody abused it. Nobody said it. I mean, I love you guys, man. And you can sell the accounts. Contact me. Contact support. We will change your emails 1 year from now, tomorrow, today, 10 years from now.
There we go.
I'm telling you here on live. This will be recorded. So,
excellent.
I mean, don't worry about anything like that. We don't have time to worry about this. We have time to worry on features and build the tool, and generate business. We don't have time for. I feel like people that do all the other stuff is just petty.
Yeah, they have time on their hand. So interested in Verify B, but also will it integrate with third parties such as Find a Lead or the Checker? The Checker and Verify B do the same thing?
Yeah, so Find That Lead, probably not. The Checker, yes. Any other verification softwares, yes, 100%. If I'm adding Verify B in there, I think all the other people that have tools from other, I guess, verification tools, yeah, we'll add those in there for integration. Why not find that lead is because as a team, we've tried to reach out, we've had trouble discussing getting, API integration. It's just been a merited problem. So there's nothing I can do. Honestly, we've done a lot, like trying to reach out, trying to start a dialogue, try to do the best we can for our users, and I'm running into a roadblock.
Okay, excellent. And any other questions, guys? So we talk about the cold emailing feature, which you guys saw it works now. So you don't need to actually get a different tool for that. It does the job for you. So it's really good thing that we have that. And then we have seen the different types of campaigns we have there. We've seen the new UI that's coming up. So many other features down the road. I think it's going to be one heck of a tool, right? And I believe it started really, small, but soon it's going to be really big and up there. So more questions coming. And somebody's asking, where does one buy the verified lifetime deal?
Oh, I know who this is. One does not buy it, my friend. One has to sell his soul to the devil. So far, apparently, that's what I've heard. I don't know.
Right.
One will be able to buy it when it comes out.
So definitely we're going to see if we can work on something, and for everybody who has the account, of course we'll work out something. So another one is somebody else asking the question. Okay, how does your email scraping tool compare to Hunter.io?
So my email scraping tool built into this software, there is none, right? So there is no scraping tool built into the software. Is this something that's on the roadmap that all the emails will scrape email? Like, I'm kind of confused on the wording.
Your tools that's connected, right?
One more lead is connected.
One more lead.
So in that case, if you're asking about that, sorry. So one more lead is connected. It's free. So Hunter, honest truth is Hunter has about 250 million emails, right? We have 25, 30 million emails. There is a very big gap. That's the honesty of it.
That's a lot of emails right there.
There's a lot, so it's still 30 million plus. However, there's a huge gap between Hunter and us. We're trying to fill this gap, and we're scrapping more and more emails every day across the web as we're scrapping backlinks. We're scrapping those emails. So over time, we'll be able to bridge as much as we can as possible, So it'll get better over time.
Okay, So for those of you who don't know, there is a tool connected within the system called One More Lead, and it automatically also, gets some emails. So Hunter has more emails. That's
of course. Yeah, but when it came to scrapping, because this is something, the reason what threw me off was the word scrapping, because there is a feature that's upcoming, which is we will scrap the main link that the system pulls for an email. I don't know how effective that will be, but sometimes some people like that, If you're, for example, have a list of PR articles or press releases, and there's usually emails on those press releases already. So our system will go in and pull those emails out for you to send out, campaigns.
Excellent. No problem. So this is another question. Can we use your tool first? And if yours cannot find it, then fill the gap with Hunter.
I believe so, but if you're running into any issues with that, please contact support. Definitely, I believe that you can do that.
So they can click on One More Lead. It does. There's some gaps missing, and they can connect to, just to save some credits on Hunter.
Yeah.
That's a good
thing. Right? I think there might be, I think now that you're mentioning it, I think if the tool does find something from One More Lead, then you cannot switch. If it finds nothing from One More Lead, then you can switch. But your suggestion is very good. So what I'm going to do is
let's say I'm scraping for 25 emails. I get, let's say, 10 from One More Lead. And all I need is the remaining 15 on Hunter. Is that possible?
Yeah, that's possible. So I will, right now it's not, but I'm seeing what's going on. I will add it by the end of the week. So
good idea. Take advantage.
Yeah, please look. There's a lot of things happening with me. A lot of things happening with development. If you give a suggestion here, please also add it to our roadmap, which is BacklinkSEO.com/roadmap. There's a suggestions button. Please add it in there. It just makes it so much easier to keep track for us. So that way I can do things much faster.
Excellent. So those are great questions. still coming. We have some time here, guys. So any other question you have, the deal is available, still running. There's only 4 more days left. I thought it was 5 days. I think I made the math a little bit.
Yeah, like I think there's something, maybe there might be something wrong with the thing. And you might be off by 2 or 3 hours because, what is it? It's the 4th. So Monday, Tuesday, right. Where's my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So tonight, midnight, it should be 5 days, right? So that means it's off by about 5 hours. I'll fix that.
So then we're looking about 5 days?
5 days.
5 days. So within 5 days, the deal ends, okay? Once it goes, of course, just like Verify B is gone, it's gone. Especially this is a very different tool than all the tools that you're used to. Given that it does, outreach campaigns, right? It does find the emails. And one thing I think about, I don't know if you know, there was a tool that allowed you to find, they changed it after. I don't know, there was an AppSumo deal that lets you find reporters, journalists to reach out to them about, do you know what the tool was?
Yeah, I think, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Find journalists and find things like that. I can't think of the name of the tool. However, the idea of having a database of people, I like the idea. Mm-hmm. The problem with that is it gets overused and there's many people using it. It gets diluted. Our goal is to help you prospect better eventually. So we're going to gear towards that goal. There still will be, we'll probably have a database of, I think our goal right now is to gather over 3 to 4 million opportunity type databases for you guys for like guest posting and things like that. But we eventually will move into different, arenas in that case as well when it comes to lists and finding better opportunities. So it won't be a list per se. It'll be helping you, get those opportunities better. Sorry.
Right. There's another question here. Any chance of adding a node mailer type, in the future, something that will allow people to spin up SMTP servers?
No, absolutely not. I don't think it relates to the system. The reason why I straight away said absolutely not, I think adding things like this will move us away from our core focus. And so you can spin up your server and come back here and connect it. All fine and dandy. Go ahead, but by no means do we want to make this into a automated chain system. Like, you can figure out a way to do that. I probably just want to be honest with you. Right. I'm probably not going to be one to enable something that automated. So I appreciate that you're very smart and very technical to be able to do this, but
So what does that? So that question. One more question here. One more lead available through API in future.
It's already added without an API. It's free.
Yeah, it's part of the system. I don't know if you want to show them on the screen how that.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, I'm gonna share your screen. There we go.
Let me move. Sorry, we went into the. Okay, there you go. So if I create a campaign, and I say, let's say, relationships, right? And if I'm going out and finding finance guest posts, let's say, which it's doing right now, it has all these. I say get contacts. It's right here, right? And I can say get contacts. I don't know how many contacts I'll find here, but you see, it'll go in and find those contacts. Automatically, yeah. So right now it's already built in, so you don't have nothing to worry about. Here's one more thing that's been added. I just forgot to tell you guys. So if I do the exact same thing process again, watch one thing that happens. There's going to be one thing very specific. There's a new column added, right? In my get contacts. It's my contact list here also.
So you can use that to do that.
So you can use your custom contact lists with a list of URLs that you already have in this case, and then run your campaigns, because then you can use your variables from these specific URLs and and run very personalized type of outreach. So just FYI.
Excellent. It looks really good. So that's available. Yeah, it's part of the system and it's free actually.
Yeah, it's absolutely free.
It's connected. So Hunter, you have to buy it separately. Snowview, same thing. And guys, definitely, this is a very, very important tool. So if you think you want to grab it, the link is up here. It shows it's only ending in 5 days. So in less than 5 days, right?
Yeah, less than 5 days. Yeah.
Less than 5 days. You can grab it. The agent's version, again, there's an upgrade path where if you buy an agent's version, you can actually buy up to 3 more agents licenses, right?
Yes,
three more agents licenses at the same price anytime down the road. So the upgrade will be just exactly, it's $499 right now. So if you're buying it, let's say tomorrow you run out of the limit, you can still add one more, and it's stackable.
Yep.
So you don't need to buy another. So it's a good business idea, very good business idea, the way they're doing these deals now. So the last deal we worked with was Cream. Cream lets you do the upgrades for the same price. And then we talked to the same idea. We talked with Abdul about the same idea, and he said yes, but he wouldn't be able to do the lower limits because then it doesn't make sense, to be honest, right? And here is another one, another question here. I mean, will we be able to use one more lead that through API to get email addresses?
No, that's way too free. Come on, guys.
Outside the system.
Yeah. That's how much. You guys want me to go broke? Like, what's going on, guys? Yeah. There's a limit to the amount that I can offer you guys. If I start giving my other product for absolutely free, it doesn't make it absolutely free outside of BacklinkSEO. It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make business sense. Right. So if you like it, that's fantastic. Please purchase it. Help me do that. Although here, it's absolutely free if you purchased it here. If you want to use it outside of here, I think it's fair that you go that route.
Another question, is there a system to stop sending the same email within time frame? So I don't know. If somebody, I think, unsubscribes, what happens?
You get that email is blocked from your list. It's removed from your list. You don't send to that email again. Yeah.
You can't send that. Okay, excellent. I think that's what they mean. There's a system to stop sending to the same email within a certain time frame. Yeah, I think that's my understanding of it. Any other questions coming? This is a lot of questions, guys. You have really good questions. So I may share my screen to remind them about something I talked about a few weeks back. Let me see here. Let me share my screen here quickly.
Sure.
Yep. That's my screen. So can somebody see that?
I can't see it yet. No, I just stopped sharing mine. So, there you go. There it is.
Right there. So if can you see the screen?
Yeah, now I can see the screen. Yep.
Okay. So if I go to Fiverr, I was actually talking about this Fiverr, and if you look at backlink outreach, we talked about this last time, right? I want to remind people what you can do with the tool because people keep asking this question. Many of you may have not. Let me see if I can actually just click on it without going through this. So you see here, it says, I will build SEO backlinks through blog outreach services, something like that. And then I'll build SEO backlink through blog outreach, high quality link. So this guy here, let me just quickly click on this one, okay? We're looking at this guy. It's not only one, there's a lot of them, okay? The basic price, so what this guy is doing basically, what he's selling is, he's gonna reach out to some companies, some bloggers with good, reputation, and he will ask to include their links in their website, in their blogs, and of course they'll write the blog post, whatever it is, right? So by doing that, of course, this whole process, that's what BacklinkSEO actually automates the process. And not only that, once you buy those backlinks from them, if it's buying or whatever, you still have, the system will be able to track it for you. And look at here, if you do the numbers here, guys, we did these numbers before, but just 5 links only is $543. That's how much the going rate is. And this guy has 25 orders in queue, okay? So if you do the math for that, that's crazy, right?
It's a good amount of money.
How much? That's a lot of money. That's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
25 orders. He's actually, let me do that on my calculator quickly. So 25 orders right now. Let's assume everybody's buying the basic one, right? The basic ones are only 543 Canadian dollars. So So 543 times 25 on this waiting list is $13,000 right now.
Wow.
Because these are the orders in queue. Those are waiting, right? And so if you can do this as a business, like doing this for other people, right? This is going to be like really good. And so the last delivery he did 8 hours ago. That guy made $543 by doing the same. So he does this within 30 days. So that's good money, guys, right? The country, yeah, people are coming from Brazil and paying that money. This is crazy. If you look at the standard, it's $893. The premium is $1,369. So this is what people do with backlink SEO, this kind of businesses. And somebody's running this, right? This is really good. 5 links, 10 links, 15 links, and you see how powerful this is. Yeah. And I wanted to share that with you guys. Just go on Fiverr, right? And just say backlink outreach and find out what kind of things these guys are selling and try to replicate the same thing. And of course, you can do it yourself the same way, right? And sell backlink placements across the internet. Does that make sense? Okay, let's come back to if there's any questions. Look at that screen; it looks really ugly.
There's a lot of questions. Let me actually talk about one thing, because I'm seeing it a lot. There's a lot of people buying accounts, and I'm just getting a message from my team that if you have bought, please create a free account. I know it says it on the thank you page. We are manually upgrading you. So every minute we're upgrading people right now like crazy. So if you haven't created an account and you've purchased, we cannot upgrade you because we can't match your account and your email. Please create a free account so we can upgrade you right away.
So use your purchase email to create an account, and they'll automatically manually do this just to make sure everything is being done properly, right?
Yeah.
Really good.
But there's somebody that hasn't, they've purchased the 4X, but they haven't created an account. So, we will reach out to you, but please, if you're already watching, then please create an account.
Yes, the checkout, once you check out, of course, it's going to give you a message saying, this is how you do. It gives you all the instructions. People don't read it. And I actually got last night at 4 a.m, somebody was like, reaching out to me saying that they paid the money and there's no account. Where's Abdul?
Oh, yeah. We have to sleep, So.
Yeah, you are. 4 a.m. That was crazy. That's how, the way they do their things, even with Verified B, I think that's what you guys did. But to be honest, I would automate that process next time. Don't even
I like the point with users, man, but I think it's comes to a point where you're like, okay, maybe this should be automated.
There's no point of wasting your time and money and just, I see your point. The idea was when somebody reaches out to you, support talks to them, what are you going to do? You find out about your customer, you get to know them.
Yeah.
But there's so many customers, no time for that. Just automate the process, right? And yes, so a lot of you guys are getting it. I can also see that on my end, actually. That's funny. Excellent. So other questions. Let's go to the question.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more.
Which other one is that? This is I did that. So who is this guy? Roman Groisman. In one of the group chats, you mentioned that you could have a Synovio type drip campaign.
I said that this would be something I would add because I believe, Roman, you made a great suggestion on a different group in a different post. So yes, I will add this feature because I think I like it a lot. Is it there yet? Absolutely not, because I just got the idea from you today, a few hours ago. I recall the comment I made. So so if there's suggestions like this that I see people talking about, my users doing, I will definitely be adding these in to the feature, to the system. So what do you mean by that, right? What do you mean by the drip system per se? Is intelligently sending out emails if somebody hasn't opened the first email, right? Intelligently understanding that, hey, this person didn't really open the email, although we sent it to them. Maybe after 3 days we should send out this email or send out the next one. That's what you mean. So right now it's a time delayed system, but it's not intelligent, quote unquote. So to make that intelligent, definitely that's something we're going to add.
Good. The next question is about business plan. Oh,
let's see. What is it? What's the question? What's your growth plan past the LTD environment? How do you plan to sustain?
Right.
That's a great idea. So every time we build a business, the way we map things out is we build a fund, and we build a fund through our other businesses, and we give our business a 24-month runway, and of course we look at and say, here's are going to be our costs, our running costs. Here's what we're going to be burning every month, and we estimate all those out. We estimate how many users we're going to gain in that time period, and then we come up with a fund, and we first fund the whole 2 years. That means if in those 2 years we don't get a single MRR customer, we will still survive that time. However, every single time that this happens, within the first 90 days, we have MRR customers that can sustain the whole business. So our goal is, again, here the same thing. We actually already have been reached out from enterprise vendors that want to work with us. So that already covers the cost for almost everybody purchasing here. So yeah, and if you notice my responses, when I give responses to questions about, hey Abdul, why aren't you giving us the world for $59? Because sustainability, and those are Mohammed, I use that line a lot.
Right.
I am a key stickler about sustainability, and I always focus on that. So I will be upfront to people and say, nope, I can't do it because sustainability. And I think you're one of the people that's asking this question that understands this a lot more than everybody else. So I do appreciate that. But of course, if you want to have a detailed discussion about it, I would be really open to do that.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. So yeah, one of the biggest struggles for a lot of these lifetime deal offers is that they give you a one-time price, everything is good, money comes in the first few months, even the first 1 year, 2 year, everything's good, and then a few years down the road, they're coming back like, we got to lock this feature, lock that feature, lock this feature.
Yeah.
Click on it, it asks you for upgrade, right? And then you're left. The whole thing is rendered useless.
Yeah.
So that's been a little bit of a problem for lifetime deal investors, which is killing the market in itself. So having a recurring revenue plan, especially having enterprise businesses paying you big bucks,
Exactly.
This is important. And I think this is a good tool itself. There's a lot of SEO crazy people about SEO, right? So I'm pretty sure we haven't launched into the right group, as I'll say, this tool. Mm-hmm. It didn't reach to the SEO community at large, right? But the idea is once it goes from this LTD phase, it goes to all those people, and then the monthly makes sense. That's where I think that's where it's going to come. So somebody's asking another question. What about if they don't unsubscribe, but we added them to a second outreach campaign? Can that email be selected to be excluded from sending to them?
Yeah, can you add this as a suggestion, please? I will definitely add that. I think that's very easy to do. At the moment, because we just built the list management system, things like these are little holes. I want you guys as users to be giving me suggestions so we can patch these.
Excellent. This is another question. For example, if a prospect doesn't open the first one, we send with a different headline.
Okay, so this is a little bit more complex than just sending another email. But yeah, you'll be able to. So let's theoretically say you have 5 different templates set up. When we have the drip system in place, you'd say if doesn't open, do this. Send this template. Send this template. So yeah, again, we'll add this definitely.
If they don't open it, follow up with another one. Okay.
Or if they click send this one with this,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Cream does that. I know that. Mm-hmm. And so the other question is when they open, swap to a different sequence. Yeah, that's all he's saying. That's the main point. And so another one is saying, okay, continuing on from the business question, I see a lot of companies popping up doing very similar things, even Postaga
and Pitchbox.
What's the unique selling point? I love this product, but they just want to see if I could get more info.
Sure. Talk to me on private message, man. Reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you about it. But again, it really doesn't matter to me how many companies pop up. Just going to be honest with you. It sounds very non-business like to say that.
Right.
But every single thing from the last 60 days, I would say, that have been built in Backlink SEO has not been me, has been you guys, has been the users asking for it. So I really don't care how many things pop up. The mentality of user-centric approach from me comes from Jeff Bezos's ideology of, customer first, customer first, customer first. And I totally believe in that. So with that in mind, I really believe that the customers know exactly what they want. And I have a group of customers. Each time I look at what group they are, and I can target them and sell everybody that is like them an additional MRR package and plan. So our goal here is the same. The companies that you mentioned by name have similar features. They don't have the whole similar suite. So that's, I think, the difference here.
Okay, excellent. And are they doing LTE or whatever? I don't know.
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't pay much attention.
Okay. How is Backlink different or similar to BuzzStream? I don't know what that's.
Yeah, so there is similarities and there's differences in a sense of, I haven't used BuzzStream. Again, a competitor that I don't know about. I know I've heard the name, but they're very big, I assume. Opportunities, I believe they help you find opportunities to outreach. I assume that's what it is. So in that case, they might be similar, but I'd have to look into it more to answer that.
Really different, and their pricing looks actually very different. So,
all right,
talking about about $1,000 a month, based on what I see.
So $1,000 a month. I don't know if you guys will be the ideal market for BuzzStream. If you are, that's fantastic. Great. I think our product would serve you really well.
Yeah, if you have one user, $24 a month, and then $99 a month for three users, 25,000 contacts. And then
we don't limit your contacts, so think about that too. So.
There's no limits on the contacts, so it's very different. Right?
So if you are a BuzzStream user and you're saying, "Hey, Abdul, this is part of my workflow. Here's my suggestion. Bring those suggestions over. Let's see if it fits, if it merges with us, and then we'll build those in."
Actually, it's funny how the pricing of these products in this niche are very, very high, like really crazy, right?
Yeah. That's why I think the sustainability question came up too, because SEO software is really, really expensive. Data is expensive. Upkeep is expensive. It's natural that question keeps on coming up, So I like the next question. It says, how can the LTD community build and contribute to your growth? Being that you're customer first, how can we energize your strategy to be developer first? I think synergize our strategy to be developer first. I think I really, really like that. Look, you guys are LTD users. I can't ask you to contribute to MRR, and I won't. That doesn't make any sense, right? So everybody that comes into these groups and says, I'm going to sell them an LTD, and then I'm going to lock these features, and I'm going to sell them MRR, I think that's a dumb strategy. What I want help with from you guys is this. You guys have clients. You guys have other people that use your services and, buy your products and trust you and that you consult. Help me and my brand get to those people. Become partners with us. You already are by buying our product. Become an affiliate with us on our long-term MRR strategy. Let us help you also thrive in your business, but also that's where the synergy comes in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mohammed. You tell me, man. That's my approach.
I was actually looking at the products that they just mentioned. So looking at BuzzStream, it starts from $24 a month, and it's 1,000 contacts only. But then they lock so many features, right? And then if you go to the next plan, it's $99. That's crazy, right? And a lot of them are saying they don't have even the SMTP thing. So most of them are actually building the SMTP still. So that's interesting. Here we have it built, but it's very different. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Looking at the prices that I just showed, based on what you're saying, stacking 4 agents makes sense because the agency is big and having. So 4 agency gives you about 100,000, right? 100,000 links. Is that what it does? 100,000 backlinks to monitor.
100,000?
Yeah.
After 1 year, maybe it's 15,000 backlinks you monitor per month.
No, for the agency, what is it?
15? That is 15,000 backlinks monitored per month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
in 1 year, you would have 180,000 if you used it.
This is monthly. Yeah. Okay, this is monthly. Okay, excellent. For them, they have, and they even limit the search. for the stuff that you're doing, like how you're running those campaigns to do those search. There's a limit on that, and the 25,000 links is $99 a month. That's crazy. It's a lot.
So, guys, I really, that question about helping developers. Look, I need your help. I asked for help already. If you notice, I asked for help with reviews if you used our product. I will keep on asking for help, and I think it goes both ways. You guys need features. You guys need things. Come talk to me. We need help as a team. We'll talk to you. If you guys are making a course, if you guys are making videos, if you guys are doing webinars, if you guys are writing blog posts, talk about us, talk with our team, talk with our content writers. Let's work together to help you guys do those things. Mention us, use our affiliate links for, help us grow MRR that way. Become partners with us. So every single person that's a user right now, that's what I want you, I want to learn about what your business is. I want to see how we can help your business grow. And then let's work together to help each other's businesses grow.
Yes, and one of the ways in which you can help is if you go in the group Digital Think. There is right now a campaign from BacklinkSEO where Capterra is going to pay you $25 to write a positive. This is positive review.
It's any review, but it's any review. However, if you are going to write a negative review, please talk to me first so I can fix your problem. At least give me a chance to fix your problem.
Right.
So.
It's a 5-star review, guys, because now if we get 100, so that's funny how Capterra is paying every one person out there $25 for writing a review for BacklinkSEO. That's $2,500 right there, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
The 25 times 100 people.
Yeah,
and so they're spending that money so that Abdul takes advantage, and having all those, reviews, it's going to help the tool with MRR. People are looking for backlink outreach campaign. And with that keyword, Capterra shows up at the top. And guess what? They click on BacklinkSEO. The pricing shows up monthly. They sign up, and that helps us all.
That's exactly what it. Yep. Bingo, man.
There we go. So this is the next question.
Is enrichment credits what we get from one more lead? No. So great question. One more lead, you get emails, right? I know normally people say lead enrichment. That's not what this is. Enrichment credits are when you add a backlink. So if you add a backlink, we are going and pulling your Majestic data and Moz data to show you domain authority, page authority, Moz rank, trust flow, citation flow. That's what an enrichment credit is.
So that's paid data that you actually pay. Yeah, exactly. That's good. So that's very powerful. Okay, excellent. Any other question? Okay. Another question coming up. Looks like we covered most of the questions tonight.
Oh, yeah.
If there's any question, it's time, right? We only have 5 days left, guys. If you didn't pick up the deal, you can go ahead do it now. The advantage here is that for those who pick up the agent's license, which is amazing, you have two options. One is that there's a payment plan. If you don't want to pay it all at once, you talk to Abdul, and there's a payment arrangement. So you can pay it over some time. And then, if you are an agent's holder, you have a chance to upgrade at the same price of today, whatever it is today, and down the road anytime. So you can get one more agency, 2 more agencies, 3 more. And like, the Fiverr page that I shared, you can see that people are making a lot of money from it. So that guy is making $13,500 this month using this strategy, right? And it's a big deal. So what's backlink? It's just having your website's link on other websites, preferably websites that are big, like, having on CBS or, CNN or, those are the big ones, but I'm saying there's so many good ones out there as well, that like well-known blog that talks about, let's say, SEO, if they can talk about them. Having even Capterra, do they give you a backlink there, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if it's no follow or do follow. I haven't checked, but they add you. The thing that happens is when people are searching for like specific tools, you come up and you're getting leads on that. So that's why those reviews count so much.
So so for those who don't know, what's the difference between a no follow and a do follow?
Yeah, so one's like I'm going to try to be very simple. One no follow and do follow.
Yeah.
So one saying, hey man, I actually recommend this guy. Like, this is my full-on recommendation. this guy's awesome, right? Do follow. One, I casually mentioned the guy, hey, look, dude, there's a guy there. I just don't know if he's legit or not. Like, I have no idea. That's a no follow. Not really, but this is the most simplistic terms.
How do you tell the difference? How do you tell the difference?
Oh, how do you tell the difference? I would inspect the link and see if it has a no follow or do follow tag.
Okay, excellent. Okay, but the tools somehow pick up and they tell you which one is no follow, which one is do follow. Interesting. Yep. Probably some AI background in the background.
Our backlink SEO does that, right? So when you import a tool, we crawl it. We import backlinks. We crawl them and we say, hey, this is no follow, this is the anchor. This is do follow, this is the anchor. This is sponsored, this is the anchor.
Okay, perfect. Another question here. You guys are amazing. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And here, what is that?
I've said it before. I will say it again. Abdul is someone I trust, respect, businessman, focused on customer satisfaction. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
This is excellent. So another question here. Mr. Slim is asking a question. Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is this a morning score alternative? In some cases, yes. In some cases, it's an add-on, right? Because we focus on backlink monitoring and backlink outreach and now cold emails. So those are things that I don't believe Morningscore has. So something to consider there.
By the way, Mr. Slim is asking this question on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. It's on YouTube. Nice.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube as well. It's very interesting how we're all over the place. And good. So you got your question answered. Any other question, right? So for those of you guys who are looking into the tool, the link is up here. Or if it's a YouTube, it will be at the bottom. It won't be at the top.
Yeah.
So grab it right now, and anytime you go ahead. The lifetime deal is available only for the next 5 days, and it will be ending very soon. So another question is, what software did we use? I don't know.
I think for the webinar.
Oh, for the presentation. Oh,
yeah.
This is Restream. It says everywhere.
Oh yeah, Restream. Yeah. Restream is out here.
Yeah, the link is up there. Yeah, the link is there. Restream forces their link on us. We can't do anything.
There goes backlinks, right? Yeah.
They're doing their own backlinks by force. There's no like going around it. Yeah, so it's Restream if you want to look into it. They're actually doing a lot of good things now. You know, you can schedule stuff ahead of time. So I'm pretty sure they're like, this is going to be really big soon, right? Any other question? Thank you. No problem. That was a quick question we got from there. So any other questions, guys? Any other question? This is...
I think this is the longest live we've done, almost 2 hours straight.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. Just to make sure everybody has their questions answered. Everybody, has... yeah, because this will be probably our last live. I'm not sure. If we're going to do one more.
Do you want to do one right before 24 hours? I don't know, man.
Before the end?
At that point, everybody who wants to buy will buy. Who wants to cry will cry.
Yeah, somebody's saying, I want to know who their name is, but
yeah.
Let me see if I can grab it from somewhere else. This person is saying, I know. Let's check from here. Most of the questions were coming from here. Okay, good. Not Roman.
So I'll read the ones that I see. Like, I'm in 100%. Muhammad Ali and Abdul are our team who deliver results. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Can't see your name, but I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you have to give permission to Restream for us your names.
See your name. So, Mr. Slim, nice moving forward to getting the deal. Thank you. Really appreciate your support, man.
Oh, that's Jason. That's Jason. So
Jason
is the guy. He's back here. Okay, thank you. And then the person who was saying, what software did you use? That was Izzat Hanif Ishak. That's a cool name you have, man. Everything starts with I. That's triple I guy. No, it's IH in the middle. Okay, good. I thought there was going to be Izzat, Hanif, Ishak. That would be really cool. Yeah. So most of the questions were actually coming from the Digital Think group. There's 8 people live there on the front end. Yeah, there's about 50 people watching across.
That's awesome. So
yeah.
Can I buy business plan? That's actually amazing. That's actually amazing.
That's 50 people watching. That's a lot of marketing we did. So somebody's asking the question, can I buy business plan now and upgrade to an agency later? Nope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. The only one that they let you upgrade is the agency.
Yeah.
The reason is because the agency, people who are buying the agency license are power users, and we understand their clients, their people they're working with, and they need, a growth path, right? So later on, once the tool is doing very well, we don't want to pull the trigger on them and say, hey, you got to pay us monthly now, right? The whole point of the LTD community is to get users who are patient, trying to work with Abdul and his team, with roadmap and everything, because it's such an infant product right now. And when it matures, they don't need you, right? So the idea of the agency one was to say, thank you so much for buying at a relatively higher price and now coming with us. So we'll always take care of you. It doesn't matter, down the road.
So if you're on a business plan right now, of course, I'd highly recommend moving to the agency. That way you're locked into, a path of additional agency LTD upgrades at any time in the future.
Excellent. Any other questions? We've been having the best time tonight, and lots of good questions. Of course, a lot of you guys want to go back to your work tomorrow. It's a Monday coming up for those of you who are on this side of the world. And so we will, I think we'll leave it here if there's no more questions. So somebody's saying, can I get a sales commission on clients in the future for those I introduce? Of course.
Yeah, so go into your account. On the top right, there's a drop-down menu. There's an affiliate center. Click on the affiliate center. You'll get a link in there. So this is Jason again. Use that link. You're getting a 30% commission on the sale that you bring in. So, so definitely.
Yes. So can you give us a summary before you end the live? Somebody's asking that question.
Sure. The summary was we introduced a brand new feature, which is cold emailing. And we walked through how to do cold emailing, how to upload a list, how you can use it as a mini CRM and edit, names. And then we showed you how to select that list and, create, choose a sequence, choose a template, connect to SMTP, and hopefully send out emails. And we also touched over that there's two new opportunity types for backlinks. There is the infographic as well as the guest post. We showed how to use the guest post one. You plug in a simple keyword and you can find guest posts for SEO, or we did education. We found a lot of guest posts for education. There's some questions that came up about, if I have a list already of URLs, can I use those and find emails? Yes, you can. You can use the skyscraper technique and go and find, plop your whole list of URLs in, find emails from there. One more lead is built in. So that was something that is a question is saying, hey, one more lead, do I have to pay for it? No, you don't. Will there be an external API for it? No, there won't be. So what happens with VerifyB? Well, we'll integrate VerifyB. You'll purchase, if you already have a VerifyB LTD, you can put in your API code. If you don't have a VerifyB LTD, you will be able to purchase a VerifyB LTD for a very short time. That is upcoming discussion between Mohammed and I. And then we went through and talked through a lot of interesting secret features. I'm not going to tell you. Rewatch the webinar, please. But this is me just going through my mind. So just a summary from here, top of mind. And then we went through a bunch of questions. So I hope I did the best summary possible I could. I want to accept my friend request. I don't know who this is.
That's Jason. Jason says he's trying to reach you out and looks like you're ignoring him in terms of friend request. So generally speaking, I'm going to actually tie this back to also this is me, okay? The point is I talk about how you can go on Fiverr and build backlinks for people.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
The point is for your own business. How do you even make money with backlinks? This is a very good question. Do you want to try that question before I try? How do I make money? Like, why do I need backlinks for my website?
Yeah. So, I mean, I could go on multiple different avenues, right, of why you need backlinks or how backlinks can help you. But I'm going to talk about something that I think is going to be different than what you will talk about. So we talk about two different things. I like to think of backlinks in the terms of PR and visibility, right? If I'm a service-based or product-based business and I go and find out people that are within my industry or are in industries that intersect with mine, I want to find those opportunities and I want to reach out to them, introduce myself and my business and my service, possibly my team as well, and build a relationship. So that way, when I launch a product, I can either have their recommendation, have their reviews, have them write about me, have them tell their audience if it's an audience that merges with mine, and build a rapport there, and actually gain a lot of customers and a lot of sales just by building these relationships. It seems like it's something common sense, right? But this tool helps you build those things, and these can be, this is how you get those enterprise contracts. Mm-hmm. This is how you get, people paying you 6 figures for this is how it works. But you have to be very strategic about it. You have to know exactly how you go about it, and that's what this tool is built for you to do at a very high level. And you can use it in multiple different ways. I'm just sharing one with you. And I think Mohammed has talked about a way through Fiverr how you can use this to build your own business of doing backlinks. But I think you can also use this as your own business for PR strategy and PR outreach as well. So,
perfect. So that's the tool itself. And when we talk about backlinks, let me try this layman's language right here. So for me, this was actually a new concept. So let's say, I don't know if you guys can see from here, right? I have my website here.
Oh, that's a bit difficult. Probably you might have to move it a little bit forward.
Closer?
I don't know. I can't see it. Can anybody else see this?
Yes.
Yes, it can?
Be visible. Come on, guys. Come on. I brought it a lot closer.
Oh, now it is. It's a little focus. It was a little focus.
Right. Right now?
Yeah, now you can see it. Now, yeah, it's good.
Okay, perfect. So the way I see it is that if I have my website here, somewhere here, right? And the way it works is that all these other websites, let's say my school is a private school, and I want to talk about private school as my website. All these other websites talk about the private school post. They're talking about private school, and they link back to my website, right? And so this means the more websites are talking about my website as the place to go for private school, then I think Google recognizes that and then says, well, there's a website that everybody's talking about, and so let's rank them higher and give them more authority, because it looks like everybody trusts them. It's talking about private school all the time. Everybody's saying, no, go here, and it's following back to that link. And so what this is going to mean is that when people search for private school, Google brings you to the top, and that means, of course, organic traffic, and that means more people coming for your business and doing business. More students for me, if I'm going to be doing that, right? So that's exactly what backlinks are. For those of you who have no idea why they need backlinks, right? And appreciation, love your attitude, excited to be part of your tribe. Thank you. And somebody, I think that's still Jason. And he's asking the question, can I block my competitors from using the system? What does that mean? He doesn't want to, so he's going to give you a list of his friends who he wants to make sure they don't come to you, I think, and buy.
I like that attitude.
But you can make a deal with them in the back, somewhere. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know, right? Will they?
Oh, you mean a backroom deal, under the table type deal?
Yeah, do that. You tell him, yes, these guys are on my blacklist, don't worry. But then when the money is coming, who blocks money, right?
Oh, I'm very upfront, so I will block me if I need to. But at the same time, man, no, I'm not going to block your competitors. He's like, I have a list ready. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure you do. But you can buy the Forex agency. I might be more lenient to right. some suggestions.
You gotta come with a reason. Like maybe he can pay you for the lost money. Right? So here is Roman. Roman is saying, who uses a red pen? That's a good question. Who uses a red pen?
Muhammad Ali uses a red pen. That's.
Now you know. Now you know. I do check stuff. I love red pen. I don't know why. It looks kind of good, right? But I do my list. I type things. I don't type things. This is how I write things.
Oh man, I can't survive like that. Just an update, guys. For people asking for split payments, I just changed it so the 2x and the 4x now have split payments already automatically. So please check that out. I am doing that now. That's already live, I believe, already. So
excellent, excellent, guys. Thank you so much, Abdul. Thank you for coming.
Of course, man.
Yeah, we're gonna make this into a show, man. We have to we need to find a good name for it, right?
Well, let's do it. Like both of us should come on and just talk about
talk
LTDs
about
in general.
It's really cool. A lot of people watching. I didn't know that. And so we need to. So let me see. Is there any question here? Can you give us summary before you end? Yeah, Hassan. That was Hassan Noor. That's his name. There's an African thing about red pens. Yes, that guy is saying. Africans love red pens, right? It means I'm marking you. I'm checking you, right? So this is good. Anything else? Any other question? Yeah. So I think we should end it here for sure. So most of the questions are done. This is very good. We have covered so much, and there's a lot of audience. Like if I share the report with you, this is gonna look really good. So you like it. And thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Abdul, again. And I hope you go pick up the deal up on the link or below, wherever you find it. And the deal is ending in 5 days. One more time. If you need to make a payment arrangement, Abdul is here for you. Talk to him. There's a 60-day, I think, is it 60 days payment arrangement?
Yeah, so already for the 2X agency and the 4X agency, it's already live. I'm going to put that live for the agency plan as well, automatically. So It's automatically going to be 60 days for everybody, moving forward, I guess.
Perfect. That's good.
Yeah.
So there's no need to manually go back forth with support. You just go for the payment plans, and you are able to reserve your tool. This is actually a very good tool. Looking at the competition out there too, a lot of you guys brought this up. Somebody brought this up. This is really good. You will see that the nearest I can see right now is $99 a month, right? The other one is $24, $25 a month is actually not good enough. So this is really good. Again, thank you guys everyone for joining. Thank you, Abdul, and I will end it here. Have a good night.